Hey everybody, Latif Thomas here from Complete Track and Field, and welcome to another edition of Your Fired Friday. You know, when it comes to the process of college recruiting, high school athletes, high school coaches, and parents all have a lot to learn. So today, we're doing a special edition called You're Not Recruitable. We're going to fire some athletes, parents, and coaches who make lives of college coaches unnecessarily difficult. So I'm going to start off with parents and high school coaches, just a couple, before I lay into the kids. So pay attention, pass this along to people who need it because it's a problem. Parents, if you and your kid go and you meet a college coach and you don't allow the child to speak and be involved and you stand there answering all the questions and giving all the responses and talking over the kid, you're really blowing your kid's chances. You are not helping overprotective parent. And you know what that means? Your child, not recruitable. Nobody wants that kid at their team. Parents, here's the thing. If you prefer to be the child's main source of communication during the recruiting process, college coach calls, and they got to call your phone number and send an email to your address. You're trying to prepare your child for being an adult and having real responsibilities. College track, not easy. If you have to do that, then guess what? You're making your child unrecruitable. Kid can't be independent. They're gonna fail. If you, as a parent, are sitting in the stands at a meet, just throwing shade at your child's coach or just all out calling him out, what do you think? You're gonna somehow be better when the college situation gets there? College coaches don't want to hear that. If you bashing them, you're going to bash the high school coach, you're going to bash the college coach too when you don't get your way, and that trickles down to your child, and that makes them unrecruitable. High school coaches, we're getting on a roll now. If you tell the college coach that Billy or Sally just has so much potential, and if you just take a chance on this athlete, it's going to pay off, it's going to be a special situation, you better be right. Oh, you better be right, because after that, if you're wrong, and a coach takes a flyer on your kid who's really kind of a bum, that makes every athlete in your program from now until the end of time unrecruitable. Now that's just a couple for the coaches and the parents. Let's get down to to the nitty gritty here. Athletes. Let's be realistic, athletes. Be realistic when you email a coach. If you can't go up and tell a coach, Coach, you know, I'm running 49s, but with your coaching, I know I could run 44. You just gotta take a chance on me. Oh, really? Really? Is that so? Yeah. Let me think about that for a second while I just drink this delicious French press. Not recruitable. Athletes, when you fill out a questionnaire on the team site with an email or a phone number that doesn't work or that you don't check, what is it, 1987? Not recruitable. Ridiculous. Amazing how much that happens. Athletes, when you ask a coach right off the bat, what scholarship am I going to get? The answer is no scholarship because you're not going to be on my team. Move along. Not recruitable. If you email a coach or a university and you don't use the actual individual name of that coach or name of that institution because you're just spamming all the colleges thinking somehow you that special, they're going to read that and you just writing in there, you're my top choice of universities, but you didn't say the university of the coach. Lazy, insincere, unrecruitable. If you write an entire email to a college coach and you don't even have the energy or the wherewithal to put your GPA, your standardized test scores, actual times in your event that can be verified, right? You do not tell that coach anything that they care about. They do not care about the rest of your life story. I'm sorry. I know you think you're supposed to be that special, but you're not. And you know what that means? Your email with all this not actual information is going to go off to a magical folder file that every college coach has called deleted. Not recruitable. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Thanks for playing. On a similar note, athletes, if you email a coach and say, hey, coach, I'm the league champion of the, supercalifragilistic conference, and you don't have your time or your distance or your mark for that meet, you have not told the coach anything. Nobody knows about your podunk league. Nobody cares. You could be league champion in your league and probably not make the final in most of the other leagues with good kids. So nobody cares. Nobody knows. Nobody's going to look that up. You know what you did when that happens? You know what coaches do? They go like this. Delete. Not recruitable. When you email a coach and you say, Coach, this weekend I competed in such and such a meet, and I came up with times I think you might appreciate. In the Open 200, I ran 22:34, and that's a new PR. So I've done some research, and I think my times will competitively be near the top of your conference. What's that word? False. Right? That's not true. Do some research. Make sure it's true, because that'll probably get you like 23rd in that conference, and the coach knows all the times in the conference is their job. Conference meets are the job savers for college coaches. So if you don't have fetus level research skills, you're not going to college. You can't pull that off. What you need to do is you need to go apply a job at Burger World, where you will spend the rest of your career working next to Cuban B, where you will major in Megan the heifer with cheese. Athletes, not you, not you, not you. You're cool. You give actual information, and not you. I'm out. Not recruitable. Athletes, please know the difference between a hand time and a fully automatic time. In my program, we call hand times not real things. They're like unicorns. They're not real. They're lovely, and they're magical, and they're mysterious, and you wish they were real, but they're not real things. Don't send your 4x1 splits. 4x1 splits don't exist. That's not a real thing. 4x2, all right. You got some video evidence, fine. Right? But don't come telling the coach you ran 10-3 in the 100 when that was hand times, because your coach timed you in a wind tunnel and some dual meet against nobody where you ran like probably 10:41 and they rounded down to 10-3. You're going to embarrass yourself. Coaches know the difference. Coaches don't care about hand times. Hand times, nonsense. Not a real thing. Everybody's 100-meter hand time is like half a second faster than their fat time. The reason for that's because it's not real. You try to pull one over on a college coach, not recruitable. Man, people. We live in a world now where it's called like don't have a picture, don't have a video, didn't happen. If your time, that mystical 10-3 is not on DISTAT, it's not on athletic.net, whatever, not on mile split, didn't happen. Athletes, this happens a lot. A lot of kids think they're special. Hey, I was the same way. I thought I was pretty good when I was in high school. I broke records and won a lot of meets and championships. Then I got to Division I college and realized, I'm a dime a dozen. There's a whole lot of Latifs out there. 48.8 might be fast when you're 16, where I'm from, but it's not fast in the real world. So don't be arrogant, athletes. Some of these coaches trying to help you with admissions and trying to help you pay for college. Acting self-centered like your stuff does not stink. Not going to help you, and it's not going to make that coach want to go out of their way for you. There are lots of yous out there. Believe that. So don't go from recruitable to unrecruitable because you cocky and got an attitude problem. You're not that good. Athletes, find out the academic qualifications for the schools you want to go to, please. Right? Don't just assume every coach is going to like get you into their school just because you can run fast time or you kind of run fast or you run fast where you live. You can ask the college coach about the academic requirements, but don't just assume you can get in without knowing what they are. Right? Like, if you in like, the basket weaving courses at your high school, you're probably not going Ivy League or NESCAC or any of that stuff. You're not going. You're going to, community college. Look at that, I ran out of time. I'm going to end today's episode here. Next time, I will do a firing of athletes at meets. Athletes, crazy stuff that athletes do at meets that make them unrecruitable. Now, I'm talking to you, spiky-haired kids, and people do really weird jumps, setups. So, post your questions, comments people that need to be fired, parents, coaches, athletes, need to make themselves unrecruitable below. We'll be back soon with another edition.